morning, Team Totally Blessed. It's Miranda here. For those of you that don't know me, I'm your director. I'm from Napoleon, Ohio, and next month I will celebrate my 4th anniversary with the company. Put a disclaimer out there. I'm going to work out here in a little bit, so you're getting me like in my bedhead, not prepared for the morning look, but I wanted to record the video and get the email and Facebook post out now. I had planned on doing this yesterday, but we had meltdown mania at the Peraza household yesterday morning, and then on Wednesdays I try and leave the house and do a lot of my productive work on Wednesdays because I get childcare for my kids on Wednesdays to work. That being said, I also would like to let you know to new consultants that I apologize. I know I've been wanting to contact you and start that group. I will have to admit that I was hoping to hear back from some people after the newsletter and that last post about the group, and allowed myself to become a little discouraged when I didn't hear from anyone, but I will let you know. I will be reaching out to all new consultants via text message today. That way I don't worry about what time I'm going to call, because I'm going to be honest, that's what stops me is I don't know what's a good time to call, and I would love to talk on the phone. So all new consultants that are still in their start swell period will hear from me today via text message. I would love, love, love if you would respond back to me and let me know when we can connect. Also, I would love for you to get active on the team page and ask questions. I'd love to hear from you what your goals are, and then also I will start posting starting tomorrow on the new consultant Facebook group. In that group, I've already shared some really important files to start you off, and then I will be sharing some like training tips over the next month. Traditionally, I would love for this to be a monthly group. For right now, we're going to keep it while everyone's in their starts. Well, they'll be in that group until we have maybe a little bit more active team building from everyone. And the other thing I want to offer to some of you who are not new consultants but would love to restart, or maybe didn't quite get everything, you didn't get engaged right at the beginning. So that way it never hurts for all of us to kind of restart with that basics concept. So anyone is welcome to join the group. Just let me know if you want to be added, and I can do that for you. That being said, I also offered the Director Bootcamp training last week, and it was kind of a fast and furious thing, and if you missed out on it but you would love the idea of assignments, here's what we've been doing this week. So it's the idea that if you all want to think about like making a little more money with 31, or getting more involved, or sharing this with other people, if you've seen some of the things that I'm doing, like meeting new friends or getting different trainings, and that's interesting to you, the foundation is just a consistency, but it's even a simple consistency. So, okay, we looked at the homework assignment for this week on our group, and it was a little overwhelming at first because it's several assignments, 6 of them for the week. But once I looked at it, I was like, they're all things that we should be doing anyway. It's not difficult. It just looks like it because someone took the time to write it all out, one of my friends that is helping with the training. So here's our 6 assignments. Assignment 1 was to watch a video, an inspirational clips from speeches and movies. So that was an hour. And then you just had to pick your favorite quotes. It was kind of like that pregame warm-up tape that sports teams use to get the blood pumping and get you excited. So that was an hour of my time. That was honestly the most time-consuming thing, but it was so much fun. And so then I had to pick out which quotes are my favorite. Then step number 2 was to write out my goals. And I already am very focused on my monthly goals, so that was simple. I just had to put it down on our homework page. And then assignment number 3 was my calendar. I had to show what dates I had picked that I wanted to party for April, May, and June. And I already do that as well. So I put little stickers on my planner of dates I want to party, and then when I book those dates, I just go ahead and write people's name in. That's something I learned maybe a year and a half ago from someone else, was if I pick the dates I want to party, I'm in control of my calendar. As my kids get older and involved in things, or like my husband's job is busy, we have the chance as a family to say which days are party days and which days are off limits. And that can adjust each month, but then I decide that. So now when I'm contacting people to book parties, I'm offering them something specific. It's actually easier for them to make a decision. If I say, for example, here's one of the text messages I sent yesterday. It was for an accountant, and I said, hey, Lauren, I hope you survived tax season, first of all. I know you had wanted to do a spring party once tax season was over, and so I thought of you and wanted to know if Thursday or Saturdays were better. I have one of each day left for May. And she messaged me back and was like, I barely survived, but I made it. I'm so thankful that you contacted me again. Yes, I want to book a party. Saturdays are better. We picked her Saturday date. Okay? So I did that assignment. That was assignment number 3. Assignment number 4 was to make a recruiting packet. And I did that and sent that out. It was a lead I had from a Facebook party. And I just had to take a picture of it. So I sent that out. I should be sending one of those out at least every week. And then I also, just for your information, I put like on Saturday or Sunday to follow up and make sure she got it, and then ask her kind of like what her time frame is to decide, so then we can together set up our next follow-up time. Another one was booking. It's just an idea that, kind of off of our booking blitz last week, that we should just be making 3 to 4 contacts a day. It doesn't take long at all, but if we're consistently making those contacts, then we're going to be consistently at least building the relationships, if not booking parties. So I'm going to take a side note from the assignments to talk about that booking blitz right now. A few of you participated. I'm hoping some of you at least were inspired by it and working on it. So a few of the resources that I had shared through that, sorry, let me get mine right here, was the contact sheet. Well, where did mine go? Here it is. The Who Do You Know sheet. Okay, so this sheet here is going to help you come up with not only people you know, but people that know people you know. So some of you have said, like, I feel like I've worn out my circle. This is going to help you brainstorm people who are outside your circle. And then the other side actually has where you can, like, celebrate your no's, right? Because we're going to you have to hear no to get to yes. If any of you saw Alyssa posting, she had posted that she contacted 9 people and then got a booking, and that's the stats. 1 out of 10 will say yes. But those that say no don't necessarily mean no forever or no, not you. They just mean, no, I'm busy, or no, not right now. And so allow the conversations to be open and always ask them, great, well, would you mind if I contacted you again when the fall catalog comes out? And most of the time they'll say, yeah, sure, that'd be fine. So this will help you brainstorm who you could contact. And then this helps you trace your contacts. So here's some that I made yesterday. I had a different sheet that I was finishing from a different challenge I did. So yesterday I worked on a lot of contacts and follow-ups, actually. So that was our another assignment. And then the last assignment was lead generation. So what are we doing to get new people? So we have that list, but then how are we going to meet new people, right? For some of you, again, that maybe live in an area that's new, or some of you that have, maybe you're like, all my friends and family have partied, they've either signed up or to be a consultant as well, or they're just ready to take a break from partying. Well, this sheet here is the 50 different booking ideas, and they're like outside the box booking ideas. They are things like a 4x4 party competition where all you have to do is you get 4 of your friends and they bring 4 of their friends. And so then you'll have like mini parties all at one party. You can even do it at a restaurant, and then maybe have something for the hostess who either collects the most outside orders or has the biggest party total for her own. Having moms meet together for a play date at the park, or going to a hairdresser and asking if you can set up an open house in her salon. And if it goes well enough, I've met consultants who even get like a monthly spot at salons. I'll post this and include it in the email, but this is a really great way to move outside the box thinking. Okay, so getting back on track, those 6 assignments took me less than 2 hours between Sunday and today. It took me less than 6 hours, less than 2 hours. It's one of those times where I've said this before. Trisha Edmondson, she's a national executive director, and I loved when she inspired me to say, like, this job is not always easy, but it is simple. So we're going to get discouraged. We're going to have valleys and mountains. We're going to have really good times and really hard times, which is the same thing as valleys and mountains, but you know what I mean. But it's simple. You can do simple, consistent things that don't take much time. 10 to 20 minutes a day could keep you consistent. Like, are you going to be at the top? Maybe not in 10 to 20 minutes a day, but you could consistently make this fun and flowing business. So you check your email, you check TOT, you check our team page, you follow up with 3 to 4 people, and you're in the rhythm then. So that being said, if you like the idea of those assignments, let me know. I can help you with some as well. If you're like, I want to do this, but I just feel like there's so many ideas and so much to do, you just need help getting focused, I'd be happy to help you with that as well. I had notes, and of course I'm not following them. I'm just going to go off of that real quick, is that I would love to hear from you guys. I know I keep saying that, and I just want to share my heart with you a little bit. I make mistakes. I say I'm going to do things sometimes, and I don't. And I take things too personally sometimes, but I want you guys to know that I am in this for you. I'm so excited to have this opportunity to help you feel a little bit better about yourself, or make some extra income for your family, or for, like, one of the things that is, I realize how many friends I've made, like, if, like, just provide relationships with women for you. But I can't do that without hearing from you. So I promise you that I will continue to reach out and be accountable to the things I'm going to say I'm going to do, but I would love to hear from you, even if it's a like on our Facebook page, or a response to an email, or when I do these, just even like a, hey Miranda, we see you. I never have expectations for you business-wise. If I do, I would love to hear your goals, so I have that, so I can help you reach your goals, and I'll always provide you with what the next step is. But I never ever sit here and think like, I wish they would do this, or I wish they would do that. What I want is just to hear your voice. I want to get to know you and know about your family. I just want to know what I can do to encourage and support you, but I can't do that if I don't hear from you. So whether, like I said, whether it's a like or a comment on a Facebook post, or a response to a newsletter or email, or just letting me know when I can call you, I just would love to build that relationship with you a little bit more, and just be able to lead you where you want to go. So, okay. I kind of lost track of what I talked about. I think I still need to talk about the Chicago trip. If you think that sounds like fun, going with a bunch of 31 girls to Chicago and maybe even getting your, like, stay and a dinner for free, let me know. I can still add you to that page where you can kind of get the information, and also just kind of work with you on what it would take for you to earn that. I do have some fun trackers that my friend Erica made, kind of like what we like to use, us paper girls like to use for when we are earning the leadership incentive trip, if you would like to do that. So between the booking blitz, the director training, the Chicago incentive trip, and the new consultant group, I know it seemed like a lot all at once, but I'm hoping that when I kind of described the weekly assignments this week, you can see how it all goes together. I never would have intended to overwhelm you. I really was trying to show you there's all these things we can do, but really they all feed into each other. Goes back to that. It's not always easy, but it's simple. With simple, consistent things, we can make this happen. You can make this happen. A few not bookkeeping things. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, maybe we can call it that. So conference registration ends May 31st. It's $99 to sign up for conference. There will be other expenses like food and hotel that we can talk about in the planning process, but we'll share hotel rooms. We can pack food. I actually tried to get rooms at the Drury Inn because they have breakfast and like a light hors d'oeuvre dinner during happy hour to help us cut with costs. But yeah, they say it's going to be the best one. They're totally changing up the format this year, and I'm really excited about it. The energy and inspiration and friendship there is just so amazing. It's just not a replaceable feeling, I promise. In Columbus, it's July 16th to the 18th. And then the pre-sale on the medium utility totes ends tomorrow. So it's the medium utility tote in the first mate pattern and for $12, and or the insert in navy blue for $12. This is going to be the June customer special. I will tell you this. Book up your May, because then you're going to have a strong May and you're going to get bookings into June. Plus, you're going to be carrying your tote, so you'll get more bookings in June, or orders even. Let your business look like one. Do you like to do catalog orders? Do you like to do catalog parties? Do you like to do fundraisers? Do you like to do home parties? So home parties is the best because that's where you're making the relationships, but they all work. This can work however you want it to. But having that is really good because they've always been popular. We've never had them in the spring, and they never have and never will be in the catalog. So you have something that everyone's going to want if you order that pre-sale. All right, I covered a lot. The last thing I want to talk about a little bit was recruiting. Oh, nope, I lied. Before we go on, the spring gift guide here, I hope you all check this out. The personalization is easily... and now it's on the floor. Easily the most fun thing on the spring gift guide, but if nothing else, it's a conversation piece. It's something new that offers you the opportunity to follow up with someone you forgot to, or reach out to someone new. You get to be a personal shopper for people for their baby showers and their wedding showers and their weddings and their graduations. That's just a whole new way to see yourself when you're presenting you and your business. The last thing I want to talk about is recruiting. So recruiting sounds so scary. I mean, it sounds like a very official businessy word. What I like to do is like talking about what I love to do. I love the women. I love the shopping. I love the products. I like the income for my family. Why wouldn't I want to share that with other people? Like, what if me being afraid stops someone else from rebuilding their self-esteem like I have and so many other women I know have? What if me being afraid stops someone from letting their kids go to those sports lessons they want to? What if me being afraid stops someone from making their future best friend? What if me being afraid just doesn't allow women to dream big and make their dreams come true? So I'm done being afraid, and I hope you will be too. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's really true. I also just rhymed a whole bunch of times. Okay, so this is the opportunity brochure. One of the leaders on our leadership call this week shared this really cool idea where at the party, after you've done your presentation, you hand this to everyone and say, I'm going to offer you 3 things that you can do with this. This is the best gift that 31 has and that I can offer you. And you have 3 choices. You can keep it and we'll set up a date to go over it. We'll have coffee or something. You can give it to someone else who you think would like to hear about this opportunity, or no feelings hurt, you can just give it back to me. So then after she does that, they go and they do their shopping, and then they come back for their personal checkout because you're checking everyone out personally. She says, what would you like to do with that brochure that I gave you? So if they say, I want to know more, then they set up a time to talk. If they say, oh, my sister-in-law would love to do this, I'll pass it on to her. Or if they say, it's just not for me, and they hand it back to her, she's like, oh, great, it's not for everyone, but I would love if you would want to pick a date where I could come and share the fun girls' time with you and your friends. And it makes the booking conversation actually so much easier because you already offered the hardest thing there is to offer, but the best thing there is to offer. So keep that in mind. And if you're like, who do I start with? I can't offer everyone. I have this Fab 5 idea. The first person is your hostess. She already likes to entertain people. She obviously loves the product, and you have a relationship with her. Number 2 is the life of the party. She's the one who's talking to everyone. People want to be around her, so she'll do the relationship part of the business well. The next is the big spender. She's easily dropping $100 to $200 at her friend's party or parties, and you're like, okay, $99 is nothing. You love these products. Like, let's talk. I can't this time. This is the person who on the Facebook party comments on everything, how much she loves it, or at the home party is flipping through the catalog, but then doesn't end up ordering anything. It's likely because she doesn't have the extra money right now. So you're going to offer her a really good deal because the kit is $99 worth over $400 in products and business supplies. And you're also going to offer her free kits through Start Swell and a discount through purchasing, plus some extra income through being a consultant. And the last one is the cliche cues. They say people join for 3 reasons. Because they love the product, because they need girl time, or because their family needs the income, or they need the income. If you hear someone say, oh my gosh, I have these student loans that just won't go away. Well, you know what? 1 to 2 parties can pay for her student loans for the month. If you hear someone say, gosh, this is so much fun, I never get to do this. Do you know that when you're a 31 consultant, you get to have at least 1 to 2 girl nights a month if you want, or more if you need. If you hear someone say, gosh, I just feel like after being a wife and a mom, I've just lost who I am. Well, great, let's rebuild who you are, and you get to do that for other women if you become a consultant. So you have those cues that opens the door for you to simply say, like, this is what I have to give to you, and then it's up to them. It's always important to set that time to follow up, but it's really, you're just offering them a really awesome thing. We're all consultants. You decided to become a consultant. Why wouldn't you want to share that with someone else? So whether it's just because you want to share this with someone else, whether you want to be able to teach and lead, whether you have hopes of making more money in 31, there's so many different reasons to share this opportunity. And if that's something that resonates with you, I'd love to connect with you. So thanks for spending these almost 20 minutes with me. I just have such a big heart for all of you. I would love to build our relationship even more, regardless of where you and I are at. And I would just love to ask you to just come alongside me and have fun. This is not always easy, but it can be simple. So have a totally blessed week, and I look forward to connecting with you all soon.